Hey guys, it's Derek from DIY Derek. Today's video is a little bit different. Normally I'm walking you through a project, but today I want to take you behind the scenes into something a little bit more personal, the gadgets that my family and I use and rely on every single day that genuinely make life better for us. These are things that I bought myself, things that we use constantly, and things that I think you might love too. Oprah has her favorite things, I have my favorite things, especially if you're trying to get ideas for Christmas gifts or just enjoy functional, life-improving tools. And because I have a good countdown, we're gonna go all the way from 15 down to 1, my favorite gadget. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, coming in at number 15 is my 8-in-1 media player. We're starting at 15 with something a little bit nostalgic for me. My 8-in-1 media player, even though I have an Alexa in almost every room of the house, and we use those speakers 95% of the time to listen to music, there's something kind of special about grabbing a vinyl record and turning it into something simple and bringing back some of that simplicity of music. This thing plays vinyl, CDs, cassettes, and the radio, and it kind of looks like an eclectic piece of furniture for our house. As a child of the 80s and 90s, I still have cassette tapes. From my time living in Brazil, I made tapes and I mailed them to my friends telling stories and sharing life updates. And this is literally the only thing that I own that can play them. It's beautiful, it's functional, and it connects me back to moments from my past. That's why it's number 15. All right, now from nostalgia to relaxation. Coming in at number 14 is my shoulder Shiatsu massager. Listen, this is not fancy, but I love it. I would really love to have a massage chair someday, but until then, I use this shoulder Shiatsu massager. You just kind of pull on it and it massages your shoulders. When I am doing a project, very often I come back upstairs, I take a shower, and I am so sore. I carry a lot of my stress and my tension in my shoulders, and if I'm bending over a project all day and I've got that pressure or work, stress, this is one of the best ways to de-stress. It's also one of the few times in my day where I'm not staring at a screen. I'm just letting this thing knock out and knead out all of the stiffness that's been building up from a long day. For the price, it's a no-brainer. Okay, and after relaxing, let's move on to something that boosts energy and recovery. It's actually in the shot right behind me. Number 13 is this MITO red light therapy panel. And this is one of the coolest gadgets in our wellness routine. Red and near infrared light therapy have been shown to help with muscle recovery, reduced inflammation, improved mood, skin health, and just better cellular function. Basically, it gives your mitochondria, why it's called the MITO, a little power plant inside your cells, a boost. After a workout or even as part of your morning routine, you'll stand in front of that MITO red light for just a few minutes, and it helps you to feel more centered and restored. You pair this with the next few gadgets and you'll see why wellness is such a big part of our lives, especially that of my wife. And speaking of wellness, number 12 turns the heat way up. Number 12 is our sauna stove, and this is one of my very favorite places in the world. 15 minutes in the sauna at 185 degrees gives me a level of mental clarity and peace that I can't really get anywhere else. It's device-free, it's a distraction-free time to reflect and breathe and reset. So sauna use is associated with better cardiovascular health, improved circulation, muscle recovery, longevity benefits, and most importantly for us, a lower risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. And beyond all the science, it just feels good. A high-quality sauna stove is an investment. But if you're serious about wellness, it pays you back over and over again throughout your life. Now, when I step out of the sauna, this next gadget hits me like a wave. Coming in at number 11 is our Pod Company Cold Plunge Chiller. And wow, this has been a game changer for me. For a long time, I tried keeping my cold plunge cold with ice cubes, giant ice cubes. It was messy, and honestly, it just didn't work. But my chiller keeps the water at the perfect cold temperature, 46 degrees, 365 days out of the year. Cold plunging boosts dopamine, it reduces inflammation, it sharpens your mental clarity, and it gives you the I can do hard things feeling, that motivation. Woo! That's honestly the biggest benefit for me. By like 7:30 in the morning on a day that I've sauna'd and worked out and cold plunged, 5 minutes in that cold water makes me feel like I have already done the hardest thing I'm gonna do all day. And that makes me feel incredible. And now let's move away from temperature to air quality. Coming in at number 10 on my favorite gadgets list is my Dyson Air Purifier and fan. The quiet, unglamorous hero of our bedroom. It runs all year long, keeps the air clean, it tracks air quality through the Dyson app, and it helps us to sleep better, both the noise and just knowing that our air is cleaner. Cleaner air equals better health, fewer allergens, and a day and night difference in breathing comfort. This, combined with our next gadget, creates an amazing indoor environment. All right, this next one is my newest gadget. So number 9 is my new Hume body scanning scale. And I'm kind of obsessed with this thing. This isn't your grandma's scale. It doesn't just show you your weight, it gives you a bunch of metrics: body fat percentage, muscle mass, bone density, hydration, metabolic insights, posture, balance information, and full body composition tracking. It's basically like a health dashboard for your body, and it helps you to kind of see your progress as you're trying to make goals and improve your health. Paired with my morning wellness routine, sauna, cold plunge, red light therapy, this actually lets me track my progress to see how my habits are affecting my overall body and health. It's motivational, it's visual, and honestly, it's pretty fun to use. We obviously care a lot about health, but we care a lot about cleanliness. So this brings us to number 8, my Dyson stick vacuum. This could be number 1 because I use it every single day and I couldn't live without it. We are Dyson loyalists in our house. These vacuums are powerful, they're cordless, they're easy to use, and we literally have one on every single floor of our home. From everyday crumbs to project sawdust in the garage, it's always ready and it's my go-to tool. At this point, I might be a brand ambassador or advocate for Dyson, and I'm totally okay with that. I have bought so many of their vacuums over the years, and I will continue to do so forever. Coming in at number 7 is my Samsung Frame TV, which is the definition of functional decor. That was our account name and website forever. Something that serves a purpose and looks beautiful. So most TVs are this giant big black box that ruins your wall when they're turned off. But the Frame TV displays artwork, family photos, beautiful historical art that enhances your space. We've had ours for years, and I've installed them in homes of friends and family too. If you care about design, this TV is a game changer. It's one of my absolute favorite gadgets. All right, now let's talk about comfort, because Utah is super dry. Coming in at number 6 is our whole house humidifier. And people who live in humid states will not understand how life-changing this is. But dry air, it causes dry skin, static electricity, sinus irritation, more dust in your house, and it increases the risk of colds and sinus infections. This humidifier hooks right into our HVAC system. It keeps our home at the perfect humidity level year-round. We sleep better, we're sick less, and our home feels way more comfortable. Now, while we're on home essentials, let's talk water. I did a video about this next one, fully dedicated to this, and it's not electric, but coming in at number 5 is our Berkey water filter. I didn't know if this technically qualified as a gadget because it doesn't have electricity, unlike everything else on this list. Our Berkey requires 0 electricity, 0 plumbing, and filters tons of unwanted crap out of our water, resulting in a clean tasting glass every time. We drink so much more water because of this Berkey, and it's just that good. All right, now let's jump back into smart living. Coming in at number 4 are these Casa, K-A-S-A, smart plugs. We constantly use our ALEXA, our Echo devices, and these plugs let us talk to them and control our lamps, our Christmas lights, our shop lights, everything. Alexa, turn on Office 1. Alexa, turn on Office 2. There's nothing more satisfying than saying, Echo, turn on the Christmas lights, and they're on. Turn on the string lights, and they're on. They're inexpensive, they're super easy to set up, and incredibly addictive once you start. Once you get into the Casa brand, by the way, you can buy cameras, other devices as well. All right, this next one is tiny but powerful. So number 3 is our little ultrasonic countertop cleaner. Our retainers, jewelry, small tools, this thing makes them sparkle in 90 seconds. It's extremely inexpensive, super useful, and weirdly satisfying to watch. It's a small gadget with a huge impact. It keeps all of our stuff clean, and I don't think I could live without it. All right, we made it to the top 2. These are constantly used in our home. Number 2 is our Shark VacMop, AKA Mr. Carson. We call him Mr. Carson because we love Downton Abbey, and when we go upstairs to bed, we know that our butler is doing the hard work downstairs on the main floor.
I would rather be put to death, my lord. Quite so. Thank you, Casa.
I honestly haven't used a traditional mop in years. If our VacMop broke today, I would buy a new one that same day. That's how essential it is. I love it. I couldn't live without it. And we use it every other night to vacuum and mop our floors. All right, we made it to our number 1 item on my gadgets list, and it is our Smeg electric kettle. This is funny for me to even say because people were selling me on an electric kettle a couple years ago saying, you need this in your life. And I said, I don't even understand why I would use that. But let me tell you why this deserves the top spot. My wife drinks yerba mate every day, and most days she makes me a mug before I head off for work. This kettle heats the water so fast, it looks great on the counter, and it actually ties into our decor. We have other Smeg products. It's stylish, it's functional, it's something that we genuinely use multiple times a day. If you love tea or any sort of hot drink, having hot water instantly, this thing is the best. People sold me on it when I didn't want to use one, and I can't thank them enough now that I finally bought one. All right, there you have it. The 15 gadgets that have genuinely improved my life. None of this is sponsored. This is not a sponsored post. I haven't been paid or promoted for any of these products. I just love them and I use them constantly. I'll put links to every single one of these products in the description and also the pinned comment. So go ahead and check them out if you want to and buy them for yourself. Let me know in the comments what your favorite gadgets are and what you have in your home and what you absolutely couldn't live without. Thanks for watching DIY Derek, and I'll see you in the next project.